but everyone has an agenda, you know? And sometimes a positive agenda can be negative because everything is dual, man. Like, yo, what's up, y'all? So, um, God is always, like, always speaking to us, always, at all times. Like, 100% of the time, God is speaking to us. Like, and when we pray or whatever you do and ask for the answers, they're given to you immediately, yo. They're given to you immediately. That first thought that pops in your head when you praying about something, that's your answer, bro. And there are so many signs that are given to us every day. Like, it'll be music that you hear, a certain song that triggers certain emotions. You know what I'm saying? Like, just he's always talking. I say he just because, but God doesn't have a gender. Man, like one of my biggest things is wanting to see the best in people, wanting to believe that people can be and will be better. But that's not always the case, you know? That's not always the case. Like, and sometimes it is the case, but it's not your fucking job, you know? And it's not their ascendance, is that a word? Their ascendance, I think, their rise, I will say, might not be in your timeline. Like, they might rise after you're gone, you know? Like, you might be holding them up. And I try to realize and recognize that shit. And I sometimes, like, scold myself for not recognizing earlier, but I also understand that everything is in time, man. Everything happens when it's supposed to, you know? That's how I get through life. That's really how I get through life. That's how I come to grips with the people I love not being here forever. That's like one of the main reasons I don't believe in marriage, you know? Why would we do that? Why would we commit ourselves forever when forever doesn't exist, you know? Let's just enjoy each other and build with each other while we can. And then when it inevitably gets to a point where it ends, then we just let it end, you know? But, man, back to what I was saying, like, fuck, I forgot what I was saying. Okay, so I remember what I was talking about. Like, talking about how God is always talking to us, like, and how you have to recognize things. Like, people will always reveal themselves. They will always, they're not capable of keeping their charade up forever. You know, no one is. So, and my mom and my dad always told me this really my dad used to tell me this when I was young. Like, the first time somebody show you who they are, you gotta believe them. And that's much easier said than done because you want to give people chances, and then you're already invested, you already have feelings. But when people show you who they are, man, you gotta believe them. Like, motherfuckers ain't about to change for you. They're not, you know? Everyone has an agenda. Now, their agenda doesn't have to be negative. It doesn't have to be, you know, negative towards you, but everyone has an agenda, you know? And sometimes a positive agenda can be negative because everything is dual, man. Like, for example, I'm sure that, you know, some of the people in history who have done horrible things thought that they were doing great things, you know, because everything is dual. And when you're thinking that you're doing this, that, and the third, and it's for a great reason, it could be for a terrible reason. You know, it could be the exact opposite of what you want it to be in another person's life. Case in point, police. They think that they're saving the world or whatever they think. And in my life, all they've done is ruin my fucking life, you know? Like, and everyone I know, all they do is come and ruin your fucking life. So that's what I mean by everything being dual. Like, yo. And, man, I don't know what the point of that was. Like, just be aware. Basically, that was the point. Like, be aware. Like, when you're fucking thinking that you're the good guy and you're doing everything for these reasons and that reasons, you might not be, man. It might be the exact opposite. You know, it probably is the exact opposite. You know. Oh, check that out. Check that out. Live a good life. Yo, y'all saw that on my lip. But yeah, yo, like, man. Oh, look at this. Can y'all see that? That says be good. You feel me? Damn, in a video, right after I just said that shit, right? Like, that's what I mean by, like, God talking to you, you know? Like, I'm sitting here saying how sometimes when you're doing good, it might be bad. And then God's giving me a message like, nigga, you know the difference between good and bad. Be good. Or live a good life. That was crazy. But yeah, man, like, I just want to be more aware. Like, I'm already pretty aware. But I want to be more aware, man. I want to be completely aware of how I'm affecting others, about how other energies are affecting me, and which ones I need to get away from, which ones I need more of, you know? And my main problem is knowing when, you know? It's not knowing that it's necessary. It's knowing when, and it's pulling the trigger. You know, I have issues with that, but I'm getting better. That shit was so crazy. Like, I'm literally making a video about God always talking to you, and it happens on camera. That was crazy, man. Whatever you're feeling, what the fuck, like, whatever you're feeling. And then I see this, like, whatever you're feeling, go ask dad. Go ask dad. That's not what I was thinking. I was thinking, like, whatever you're feeling, that's it. That's right. You know, whatever you're feeling, that is right. If you feel it every day, all the time, if you're always thinking about it, your energy's always going to it, but you're not actually doing it, then you know that's what you're supposed to do. That's what you're supposed to do. You know, like, last night I was looking, because what I want to do is this. I want to talk on YouTube, and I want to do this exclusively, you know, but I can't because I'm not making money, you know, like, so, then they got that shit open already. Might go over there and get a little drinky drink. Oh, they just got the music on, but yo, like, sorry, I'm all over the place. Last night I was watching videos about life path numbers, right? I'm a life path number 3. And the shit is they all are talking about how I'm supposed to communicate and how I'm supposed to share my experiences and teach people through my words and my experiences, and like, that's what I'm doing, you know? But it just doesn't feel like it's going as far as I would like it to. One of the last things I told my dad when he was dying was that I was gonna take as much of his positive energy and spread it as far as I could around the world, you know? And that's what I'm trying to do, man. Like, my dad was a great man, and I just want to be like him. He was my first example of a great man. He was my most influential example of a great man, because he really was. He really still is, you know? He really still is. Fucking yeah.